On her 79th birthday, Grandma waited but nobody came. She sat alone, staring at her cake. You know how some families just look perfect on the outside? Mine was exactly like that. But what happened to my grandmother, the one person who ever truly saw me, revealed a betrayal so deep it shattered everything I thought I knew about belonging. It left me wondering how far some people will go to save their own image, even if it means destroying the innocent. My name's Devin Hayes. I'm 23, and I'm a first-year law student at the University of Colorado, right here in Boulder. This city, nestled at the foot of the magnificent Rocky Mountains, is stunning. Tree-lined streets, green pines, snow-capped peaks in winter, and air so fresh you feel like you're breathing in the entire world. For me though, Boulder isn't just beautiful scenery. It's where I came to find myself, to prove that I wasn't the invisible person my family always treated me as. I grew up a few hours south in Castle Rock. It's smaller, quieter, with red brick houses, ancient oak trees, and an atmosphere where you can practically smell hay and freshly baked bread every morning. But for me, Castle Rock was never warm. It was where I always felt forgotten, like a long silent shadow passing through my own home. My family, well, how do I put it? We were a picture that looked beautiful from the outside but was full of cracks within. My dad, Richard Hayes, is a real estate investor. Tall, lean, with a sharp face and eyes that always seemed to be calculating the value of everything. He wasn't the type for hugs or heart-to-heart talks. To him, everything, even emotions, could be reduced to money. Old people should know their place and not be a burden to their children, he once said at dinner, his voice flat as if reading a financial report. I just bowed my head, swallowing the anger because I knew he was referring to my grandmother, the person I loved more than anyone. My mom, Cynthia Hayes, is the opposite, but not in a better way. She's an administrative manager at a cosmetic surgery center in Denver. Always perfectly coiffed blonde hair, glossy red nails, and a smile I'm sure she practiced in front of a mirror hundreds of times. Mom's a perfectionist, wanting everything flawless, from the dinner table to how her children performed in the eyes of the neighbors. That perfectionism, though, came with constant comparison. And in those comparisons, I was always the loser. Look at Kyle and learn from him. He knows how to make things happen, she'd often say, her voice brimming with pride when talking about my older brother. Kyle, 29, was the pride of the family. MBA from Arizona State, now running a tech startup in Austin, Texas. In my parents' eyes, Kyle was the embodiment of success. Luxurious apartment, international business trips, online articles praising him as a promising young entrepreneur. But I knew that behind the glitz, Kyle was struggling. His company was facing serious financial difficulties, though he'd never admit it. I'd heard from a mutual friend that he'd taken on a massive loan to keep the business afloat. Still, to my parents, Kyle remained the golden standard. The reason they constantly compared me to him. Devin, why can't you be a bit more like your brother? Mom once asked, her eyes full of disappointment. I just gave a faint smile, not responding. What was the point? She wouldn't listen anyway. Then there's my younger sister, Avery, 19, a freshman at a small college in Denver. Avery knew how to make people like her. Lively, outgoing, always smiling, with a ton of friends on social media. The happy family photo she posted on Instagram often got hundreds of likes. Full story on the channel. Link below. Click now and watch what happened next.